is we're going to hit record. Now, should I zoom in a little bit more on this? There, that's going to make it easier for us to draw, right? All right, can you guys put heart symbols where you think the important landmarks are that, you know, or the X's for your treasure map, right? The places where you went. There we go. Remy's got Symphony House. All right, Antonio's got, yep, got Pat's and Gino's. Camilla has the Acme supermarket. You can put it back, Camilla. Acme's important. Jack, you've got Independence Hall there. PAFA, we've got PAFA. Okay, now other places that you guys said that were important, but we didn't have to study. Let's just put markers in those because some of those were important as well. So let's use annotate. Let's put like a, I don't know, a check mark or a heart by those things. So Jack's got Girard Avenue Bridge. Who wants to get the art museum, right? It's about, yep, art museum. Reagan's got that. Okay. City Hall. What else is important that we should note in the city of Philly? I'm going to say Logan Square Fountain is important, and the Free Library. Yep, the four, yeah, Franklin Square, Rittenhouse Square, Washington Square. Those are important. Okay, now let's move to hierarchy. Okay, let's move to hierarchy. Yes, we've got the, all right, now somebody just put on the Italian market. Okay, let's do hierarchy. What are the two, let's say, the 2 or 3 streets of primary importance in the city of Philadelphia? I love this map. It doesn't have the highways on it. This is before Philadelphia got cut up by highways, right? Remember, we're not allowing the car to be in the driver's seat right now, right? It's the experience of the city. What are the 3 most important streets, do you guys think, in your opinions? All right, Reagan's got Broad Street. Jack is drawing Pennsylvania Avenue. Desmond's drawing Pennsylvania Avenue. So that means they're reinforcing. Desmond and Jack both think Pennsylvania Avenue is an essential street. Jack is drawing Market Street. There we go. Awesome. Hey, do you guys see how we just obliterated City Hall? Let's re-emphasize that, because who thinks City Hall is important? I do. Okay, we think City Hall is important. Let's emphasize it with something bigger than a heart. Let's give more. Let's give it more than just a heart. Let's give it its own. Yeah, let's give it a star. There we go. Okay, let's identify the streets that are really important around the places that we studied. PAFA, Fleischer, the Italian market. There's a big street by the Italian market that's really important. Yep, Christina, you nailed it. Washington, South Street is important. There we go. Yep. Do you guys see how drawing on top of each other is actually helpful? Because as you put something that's a chance out there, somebody else is drawing it too, and then you guys know that you're reinforcing each other's ideas. And then also taking the chance that something else might be out there that nobody else is going to see except for you. That means that you're bringing a dimension to this drawing that we don't see, and that's useful as well. The only wrong action is not taking an action. All right, somebody just did 9th Street. I would put 9th Street all the way up into, I would put 9th Street all the way up into Market Street. Whoever just drew that orange Market Street. Let's draw the rest of the, what are the other diagonal streets? Those diagonal streets, remember I said that those were important? They were, let's do them in a lighter or a thinner color. You know, there's Ridge Avenue, there's American, there's the rest of Passyunk, which kind of moves over. There's Tasker. Yep, there you go. Nice, Reagan. Cool. What else do you guys think is important to your experience of the city of Philadelphia in these neighborhoods? How about you guys do, you can do a pale shape. You can do either a box or you can do a transparent shape. Why don't you guys do Fleischer? So that was Jay and Ebely. Why don't you guys do a pale shape around where you think the neighborhood that Fleischer is? And then PAFA, my PAFA dudes, why don't you guys do that? And then Christina, why don't you do South Broad Street? Just like a pale shape. It's in annotations. If you go to draw, there's a shape that says rectangle and it's got like dots on it. And you can select that and you can do like a shape. See, so I'm gonna do this red color, but I want you guys to do your own. So I'm going to do those in red, but I want you guys to do your own in there. What else should we add, guys? Should we add tall things or smells? Should we add smell-o-vision? Cheese whiz-o-vision? Okay, we got to do cheese whiz-o-vision. So what? That's Camilla and Antonio, right? Guys, we need the smell of cheese whiz. You might need to do a circle for that. And you might have to redraw Passyunk Avenue because you see how it's starting to get a little bit muddled there. So if you have to redraw Passyunk Avenue, just keep drawing it because it's important, right? Don't let it fade into the distance. There we go.
I think like kind of the Philly skyline, where more like the skyscrapers.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of them are kind
What
of
is that?
around.
So how would you draw that? How do you think you might draw that? Because it's like we're looking in plan, but it's definitely an effect that you get in perspective, you know, but
Maybe
it's
a square with like a darker shadow
okay.
kind of overlaid on the other side.
I think when you look at the city, it always feels like the skyscrapers are lined up. So I'm going to draw them as if they're lined up in one certain area around the city. Do you see the rectangles I'm putting in?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm just doing that based on what you said, Nick. Hey, Jack's putting in the green space, right? We need the green space. Jack, rather than doing like squiggly lines, why don't you put in like a circle? Like a circle shape. Why don't you guys put in all of the green spaces that you guys identified so far? And this is easy. We'll put in green spaces, green space. Awesome. All right. We got the smell-o-vision. Hey, Fleischer has like a vertical to it. Do you guys want to put in some shapes like the smell-o-vision by Fleischer? Now, Pafa doesn't stick out vertically, but it's got a lot of like oomph to it. Jason, what would you do for Pafa to like make it feel the depth of that right there? What should we do? What should it feel like?
Since it's like sort of like that rectangular-ish building, it uses a lot of like patterns. Maybe like create like a pattern area around it.
All right. Here, I'm going to do that. There, I'm going to try to make it stick out a little bit more. All right, let's get Fleischer on there. What guys, what should we do for Fleischer to make it stick out? Maybe we can do the same kind of language as Pafa. Now, of course, if we were in CAD, we could turn these layers on and off, right? We need more lines though, right, guys? Like the drawing started to get really good when it had more lines. So we're gonna resist drawing the street grid. I see somebody put in the river, somebody put in the original city of Philadelphia. Somebody put in some of the aberrations that are stuff that are around this. Okay. Eagly's putting in stuff. Let's just identify Fleischer one more time. I think Fleischer is, let's hit a heart only on our landmarks one more time. Put one heart centered on your landmark one more time. Yep. Yep. Okay, now guys, if you all are ready, what I'm going to do, don't freak out. Okay, I've taken away our piece of paper. Here is our map of the city. What are we missing? Philadelphia in 10 minutes. What are we missing here? What else do we need to add? What needs to feel bigger that needs to feel bigger to us? What needs to be connected that needs to be connected to us? We're going to keep drawing an annotation on top of this. Hang on, I'm going to go back to the city one more time. I'm going to zoom in. This is hard. Oh man, this is really hard. All right, there's the city. I'm going to take a, I'm going to annotate, I'm going to take a screen grab of this. If you all want to take a screen grab of it, take a screen grab really quick. Okay. Got it. All right, now we're going to zoom off into the sunset. What do we need to list? What's missing? Does this feel like Philadelphia yet to you guys? I'm going to take the lack of feedback as no, it does not feel like Philadelphia. Reagan is already drawing in Passyunk Avenue more. I feel like we need more detail in our neighborhood.
You can't really tell that it's a river over on the left either. It sort of
No, you
ends.
definitely can't. Definitely can't. I think we need, you guys know the Mr. Rogers song, These Are the People in Your Neighborhood? Like we need, these are the experiences in your neighborhood. So like we need more of the riverage. I think we need more maybe fine lines over here in the neighborhood, not because it's a grid, but because it's like things that happen at right angles. You guys see, I'm just gonna draw some like of these fine, like tinier little like pieces in here. PAFA has like these little tiny streets that are next to it. And then there's like big buildings around PAFA that might need to get drawn. All right, the river definitely starts to read now. And we've got the smell-o-vision. Okay, I think what we actually need is more detail in the neighborhoods. What about the connection between South Broad Street, South Philadelphia, and North Philadelphia? I think that's the knuckle. How would we walk from one of those sites to the other site? Like there's an experience here. Maybe we need some arrows, right? You were talking, Christina, you were talking about how like up close and personal, it's got one feeling, but then as you get further away, it's got like a different feeling to it. I'm just wondering, like, I think I would walk down this way in order to get there. I think I might walk through City Hall to get there. Maybe I would walk across Washington. You guys said that there was some views of City Hall. There's some views of City Hall from certain places. I remember listening to you guys saying that earlier.
All up and down.
All right, so there's
So you can see it all the way up and down Broad.
Yep, so there's views.
And then, yeah, also Benjamin Franklin.
You can also
then
see it. There's a couple of
Market?
intersections.
No, maybe not.
There's a couple of intersections you can see it from. So you can see it from Market, but only from some shallow areas of Market. And there's a couple of intersections from Geno's, you can see City Hall. And from Washington. What about smaller landmarks? So from PAFA, you can see PAFA, you get these like glimpses of it in the city. You get glimpses of Fleischer. Right? I think, Emily, you were saying that there was areas of like density and like non-density because there's a parking lot to the south. There's smell-o-vision for Pat's and Geno's. Now, if we were in AutoCAD, what I would do is zoom in more so that we could add more detail, right? That's where I would be at. But do you guys see, is this starting to feel like ours now? And interestingly enough, I don't think it's blue, blue water and green, green grass that does it. I think it's detail, the detail of our experience. What do you guys think makes this our map? Our map. Our map down here right now, not their map up there. What do you guys think? Can't be quiet. The only wrong answer is silence. I'm gonna do
Yeah.
some
Color.
color. Okay. Look, I'm gonna even delete the rivers. I think it still reads like Philadelphia.
I think what makes it our map is that all the things that we've been talking about are on this map.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
if it was another class, it would talk about different things, and those different
Exactly.
things would make it look different.
what if we started to overlay which direction your camera was when you took your pictures, or the street that you imagined that you cut up to create your perspective, or the Google Street View that you were on, or the sunny side of the street? What if we started to map those things on there? Okay, guys, I'm going to end class here. there any questions for what to do for homework? I want you to make your own treasure map. We're going to adopt Dez's nickname for it. I want you to make your own treasure map. 5 senses, the pedestrian experience of the city, the experience. So that means like if something is louder and it feels bigger, draw it louder, draw it bigger. Draw more, don't draw less. If you don't like a drawing, draw another drawing. Paper is cheap. Learning is not. Learning is expensive. Watch those 3 videos that are on our Miro. I would say that if you can digitize, if you can take some pictures of your sketchbook, that would probably benefit you to collaborate quickly on Thursday. Thursday, be ready to do a mass collaboration in class. Please, if you can get AutoCAD working on your computers, we really need AutoCAD. That would be very, very helpful. If you can't get AutoCAD working, please contact Computer Help Desk, CC me, and I will try to assist you as best I can, but I can't keep any promises. Any questions? Any other questions?
I do.
Yeah.
Are we drawing a treasure map on paper or on AutoCAD?
You can do it whichever way you want, but I think paper is going to be faster because you can write
Okay.
notes and you can do shapes and you can do stuff. I oftentimes, when I do maps, I like to use Post-it notes on top of each other so I can get color down really quickly. So you can use any, it's a good question, E. You can use any of the skills we've gone over in Viz 2 so far. Collage, digital montage, sketching, AutoCAD, Zoom. But in class on Thursday, we're going to use AutoCAD.
Okay, and I forgot my other question, so
All right.
I'll come back to that.
Oh, crap. Oh, I stopped sharing. Wait, is it going to still be there if I go back? Oh, no. I didn't screen grab it. No. Did anybody screen grab the map? Oh. This is the bummer of Zoom. All right. Well, you know what? I recorded it, so we have a recording. I'm going to stop the recording here. Oh, all right. Bonus points, put your favorite map in your background on Thursday. I will hang out if you guys have any other questions. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on Thursday. It was a great class today, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you,
Bye.
Andrew.
Thank you.
See ya.
See you.
Jason, you got any question for me?
I think I had one, but I kind of forgot about it.
It's all right. Hey,
Okay.
thanks to your roommate for just getting recruited into class while he's sitting in his own chair working on his homework. That was awesome.
Yeah. I can't really think of it right now, but
Was
I
it
thought of-
about CAFA? Was it about the videos or the homework or questions of what you're building?
I can't believe I can't think of it now,
Hey,
but
you know
can I
what?
just send it on GroupMe later?
Yeah, I was
tonight?
gonna say, hit me up on GroupMe. That's fine.
All right,
Let's
cool.
do that. All right.
All right, take care.
Have a good night.